Welcome back to The Smart Consumer. This is the portion of the show where we really get into what the smart consumer does best. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take on the profile of a real-life person. I'm going to tell you what my background is. And with that background in mind, I want to talk to you about particular kinds of things that the Bureau of Consumer Services does. You ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. You've never heard this profile before, so let me give it to you straight. We're going to go back in my chronological age, probably about 15 years or so. And you laugh, huh? Go back, and I'm 30 years old, okay? So that probably exposes my age more than I want. But I am a working father with 4 children. My kids are range in age from 5 to about 12. And my wife doesn't work. She actually works in the home to take care of our kids. And I work as a laborer on a construction site. So it's seasonal work. And I don't work all year long, but I work pretty hard when I do work. Anyway, my salary and my 4 kids put me at about 150% of the poverty level. And when it gets cold, I really don't have much work. So regrettably, we wind up getting food stamps sometimes just to make ends meet. So things are tight, but we make do. So my first concern is that winter is coming, and I need to figure out how to get some help with my utility bills. And because I don't work in the winter, and because I heard that there are a lot of programs that the Public Utility Commission has that I really ought to learn more about, I wanted to see if you guys could help me figure out what I can do to make it through the winter. So I heard there's something called budget billing in the Public Utility Commission.
Budget billing is levelized billing. What it's designed to do is to give the consumer a bill that's the same each month. And it's particularly designed for utility service that varies a lot, like heating accounts. You might have, for a natural gas account, you might only have a $20 or $30 bill in the summer, and that bill might go up to $200 or $300 in the winter. So what the first thing we recommend that all consumers do is get on budget billing, levelized billing, so you pay the same every month.
How do you do that?
You simply call the utility company, and you say to them that I would like to get budget billing, and they're required to put you on budget billing.
So you say even if my winter heating bill is $200 a month, and my summer bill is like $50 a month, they'll even it out, so in the winter I'm only paying an average of that?
It would be 1/12 of what your annual usage would be. So they know, their computer knows how much you've paid over the last 12 months. They'll simply divide that by 12, and you'll pay 1/12 of your utility bill each month.
Okay, well that's actually pretty good. All right, but what if I've already incurred a pretty big bill even before I try to get on budget billing? Is there any way that I can get some help in dealing with this big utility bill that I have in front of me?
Well, if you're in arrears, you have the ability to go to the utility company and ask for a payment arrangement. And what that means is that they'll look at your individual circumstances in terms of what your expenses are and what your income is, and they will give you a payment arrangement, which will give you a chance to not only get on a budget bill, which would be a levelized bill, but they would also issue a payment arrangement that would give you the ability to pay off something against that arrearage. So each month you would have what we call a budget plan plus a payment arrangement in addition.
I think that's excellent. All right, but truth is, as much as I'd like to be able to pay these bills, we're already on food stamps, and we probably don't have enough money to pay for food and clothes and all of our bills anyway. So I heard that there was something called CAP at the Public Utility Commission. I don't know what that is. Can somebody tell me what that is and whether that's one of the things that might help me?
Sure can. Rick, the CAP programs, that's a generic name for them, and it's just like the cap that you put on your head,
Okay.
CAP. And these are payment assistance programs for low-income utility customers.
So is that what it stands for? What does it stand
CAP,
for?
Customer Assistance Program,
Okay.
CAP. And they work by adjusting your utility bill your utility payments so that low-income customers can get help maintaining their utility service and hopefully avoiding termination, particularly in the wintertime.
Do they actually give me some money?
They don't give you money. What they do is they're going to adjust your bill. They're going to take a look at your income and your family size and things like that and try to figure out what kind of a payment might be a reasonable payment to expect you to make.
All right.
And we're going to ask you to make that payment.
Do they forgive some of what I might owe?
There's a possibility. There are some of these programs have an arrearage forgiveness component to where over time you earn arrearage forgiveness. You earn, you get credits past those past due bills. And you get that by making your regular monthly payments.
Okay.
Hopefully that's a payment that's affordable to you. And that's generally less than what your normal bill would be.
I like
and
it.
over time, if you work hard and try to make those payments, then they're going to, in kind, try to reduce some of that arrearage.
All right, I got it. So if I reach an agreement with the utility to pay a certain amount a month, and I stick to that agreement and pay that certain amount a month, there's a possibility that some of my arrearage could be forgiven.
Yes,
is that
there is,
right?
particularly when we're on a program like this Utility Customer Assistance Program.
Oh, I
And this
think
is
that's
for some
wonderful.
folks who have a little more long-term problem paying their utility bill. Mitch earlier talked about payment arrangements. And those are for folks who, maybe have a rough month or two or maybe in between jobs for a month or two. And those are kind of temporary things.
Well, that's wonderful.
And this is a little more long-term. If you struggle month after month or all year long, maybe a program like a CAP program might be the best thing for you.
Oh, I like what you're saying. I want to talk more about the financial assistance opportunities that might be available to people. But we're going to go to a commercial break once more, and we'll be right back with The Smart Consumer.